Hey guys, welcome back to Amnesia The Dark Descent. We're just about done with the dungeon, so we just have to take care of one or two more things. First get our jar, put it into this vat of acid. I have no idea why a kitchen would have a vat of acid just sitting around. What is its purpose really? Besides to have fun to put things in it. Go in the acid pig? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Too bad you're going in the acid. Nope. Nope. No, it doesn't want to go in. Get in the acid. Yeah, you can have some fun just putting stuff in there and make it dissolve. Though if you put the bottles in... Oh, no. Like this. Nope. In there. And... well, it'll tell you that that's the wrong kind of bottle, but... I need a big one. It explodes. Bottle go boom. Alright. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Alright. Whoa! That doesn't normally happen. Coming up. Sanity. Okay. That's weird. You don't typically hear the grunts in this part. So now we have to find our way out. I believe you have to head towards storage to get out. Oil. Fine. Area 3. That's where the birds wanders by. Actually, no, I haven't been here yet.
4th of August, 1839. The nightmares woke me in the early morning, and for a moment I forgot where I was. Shortly after, there was a knock on my door. Alexander had heard my screams and asked me to join him in the parlor. As we drank our tea, Alexander began to tell me what he knew. It seems like the orb I found casts a long and dark shadow. It's not only a powerful item, but a dangerous one.
You have to wonder if the
Simply
orbs
by touching
are
it,
a thing
you
in
invoke the
Alexander's
powers
world.
within, and if you are too weak to control it, it will devour you. The shadow is a sluggish thing, lagging behind the wielder, killing anyone or anything in its path to reclaim the orb.
I must have the
I didn't care
orb.
about its powers, and that I should throw it away. Alexander advised against this, as I'd still be a part of the path to the orb, and eventually suffer death. Having the orb, I would at least have the chance to fight back when the time came. I
Lies.
asked Alexander what he meant when he said he could protect me, and he answered that things can be done, but at a price.
If only Daniel knew what that meant. No. Oh, how's that? Whoa! There's the grunts I heard. Actually, it's better to hide in the darkness. Did he hear me drop the bucket? Can he hear things? I believe he's walking away. Okay, he's gone. And here we have our first dead body. So this is pretty much the main complaint that Josh Drive Hayes has with this game, is that it starts throwing these in. And that really breaks up the atmosphere. And I can completely understand that.
Hey! Anybody! Help! Christ! I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
Maybe he was trying to save someone. Okay, I'm probably
The
gonna...
shadow. It's close now.
Yes, it is, Daniel. Ah, here we go. So we just have to throw acid onto this, not burn ourselves, break, open, and then run because the grunt spawns. And we're safe. And now we're in the cistern. Look how bright it is.
So you used the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
It produces a rather poisonous type of fungi. Really hangs on the words, doesn't he? Take a shower, la 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 la, wash off the sweat, chill out, la 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 la. Okay, fortunately we still have the jar. How the acid didn't burn through it, I have no idea. Collect some oil. Hey, you're ready to go pray with oil? Don't need you. So we have a lever here, but it's stuck. So we just have to throw oil into it. Bang. Get down here, ladder, we need you. Bang. One more. That looks so damn wrong. Use your imagination as to what that means. Okay, so up here we have two bridges we need to get down, but they're not working at the moment. So we have to go and fix that. Keep an eye out for tinder boxes. Get out of the way, chair. So here we have some more puzzles. And pipe. I like pipe. So with this puzzle, we have to get the weights in that room to match up with the weights in this room. Tinderbox. So you can either walk into this room and check each time you do it, or you can just stay in here, because as you raise them, they make a clicking sound when they get to the right height. So you just gotta listen out. Right there. Right there. There. So that's not that difficult. Anything? Nope. Another pipe. So now we have to get through this door, which we can raise here. However, it's basically on a timer. So there's two ways you can get through this. What we are going to do, which I actually learned from watching Josh Trape's video, is stack some boxes. Yeah, too slow. Nah, two's enough. Clip it through the box, really. There. So we're going to need these. Just throw them towards that door. And here's another puzzle, which isn't that much of a puzzle. Machine, 13th January, 1799. The work I have put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thoughts that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressurized steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. Tamed lightning. You think it was talking about Frankenstein, and I think Markiplier said that. However, traveler's locket. If you've played Amnesia Rebirth, you'll know what that is. And there's... oh, there is something under the stairs. Maybe that was added later on, or maybe Markiplier just missed it. So I'll take this pipe. Notice the levers here? Down, up, down. Remember that. Go sit with your friends. Oh. Wrong way. Go join your friends. Okay, so here we have the levers. So we just set them down. Up. Up. Down. And here is a crank. Because if you try to...
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
Alexander finally notices we're up and about. Took you long enough, old man. So you can pick up this crank, because if you try to go through that door without putting the boxes through, the wheel on this side comes off, so you have to use that to replace it. But we don't have to worry about that since we have the boxes propping it up. So now we go here. Pipes in. And now the final puzzle. Just light these candles. we have to get a similar configuration from on this wall onto that wall with these pipes. And they automatically fit themselves. Nope. 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 Off. Yeah. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up, Daniel. So, this one goes first. And then this one. Or I'm gonna get this completely wrong. Nope. There we go. Now just mosey our way out of here. How low can you go? Are you watching me, Alexander? That's Alexander right there. That's probably him leading Daniel to the orb chamber. And now we can pull these. 1, 2. But one of them breaks. However, we can fix that relatively easily. All we need is something heavy, like a rock. Gotcha! No. I think I need more of an angle. There we go. Whoa, whoa, where are you going? So, and now, we solve this problem by throwing a rock at it. Throw you down there. Ooh, don't fall down the gap. The morgue, no, not there yet. Always go to the cistern first. Yeah, Alexander kept secrets from you, Daniel. So here's another water part.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
So as you can see, there's a lot of water here. And you would think that there would be a cairn wandering around here, and there actually is one in here, but it's docile, and it only becomes active if you go to the morgue first. Because if you do the safe order, which is cistern first, then the morgue, everything's fine, nothing bad happens. But if you do the morgue first, and then come in here, then when you try to exit after doing what you need to in here, the darkness will catch up and the cairn will become aggressive. Which I learned the hard way. So, definitely do the cistern first. Unless you want to challenge, I guess. Yeah, throw that. Throw out the chain. Eat a rock. Oh, how's that? Yeah, just play some hopscotch. This is a legitimate it won't budge because there's all this crap in front of it.
August 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic.
Magic.
I'm not surprised.
Magic.
Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred
To attempt his rituals.
It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure.
Grim is
He
a
showed me
renaissance in my
several
fair.
rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Good luck with that, Daniel. So now we just need to, as you can see, redirect the sewer water because we cannot go down to the sewers yet because the water level is high. So we have to get rid of it. And each time we do, the lanterns go out. And we get this mini tornado. And then things get a lot spookier. The boxes, 47. Oh, oil is practically out. Look for that. Light some of these just to get some lights back in here. I got plenty of tinder boxes to spare. Whoop, there he is. Hey, big guy. You even hear him once or twice. And we can also hear there seems to be someone in there. It looks like we're slowly drowning them. This steam hurts you, so this is all about timing. And then we can shut it off. Even though I never come back this way. Or actually no, yeah, I just jump into the water and then go around the corner. Oh, there he is. See, there is one in here. But as long as we don't do the morgue first, he's not a threat.
8th of August, 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene.
The gem appeared.
Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
You should have listened to that feeling, Daniel. Then you wouldn't be in this situation. Another tornado. I believe he jumps on a fish when that happens. But again, he's not a threat. We haven't done the morgue. So we're fine. We can stay in the water as long as we want. see there's a grate on top of there. There's very clearly someone in here. Or maybe it's just their spirits, and they're just reliving that torture now that the water's rushing in. Hup, hup.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why.
What does he stand to gain?
I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more.
There is.
Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb?
There's more to this than
I
you
must
realize,
admit,
Daniel.
Yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Oh, how naive we were. Sorry, dude, can't help you. So now we can leave. And it's right about here, if you did the walk first, that the shadow catches up, and this place becomes much worse. So now the sewer will be drained, but we need one more thing. And that means coming to the morgue. Red versus blue. That was a good series, even though I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm going to light all these candles.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow.
It has?
For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
There was very clearly something in here.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
Items to pick up in here. Can we wait a bit longer?
2, 3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone go to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
You gotta wonder what it's like to die in your sleep. Like, do you feel anything? Look at all these scratches on the wall. Good, someone went stark raving bonkers in here. Natural light. Light. I'm safe in the light. Clear, okay. So, we picked up a copper tube. We will need that very shortly. Or actually, combine it with the thing we found before. The hollow needle. And now we have a syringe. That is not a syringe. There's no plunger. this all this wood creaking? Click, click, click. I'm going to put this chair in front of the door. Just rotate it around a bit. Yeah. There. But that's all the time we have for this episode, so I will see you guys in the next part.